Alright everybody, welcome back to Baxter's Down South Customs. Cage, the Hot Rod Hooligan Barber here. Anyway, back on this steering setup for the 51. I've decided I'm going to go ahead and... Hold on, let me turn this fan off real quick. There we go. Decided I'm going to go ahead and weld this little section of D shaft back on that I cut off. Got it held on with magnets, got it tapered, so I'll make sure you get plenty of penetration. Come over here on this side. You can see a little bit. Got a good line up. So I'll make sure everything's good and straight as I can. I will probably tack this with the with my MIG and then TIG it up. Need practice with my TIG anyways, but I figured I'd get better penetration. So, but that'll move the steering column out just a hair bit more, because up under the dash, I think we were somewhere right in this area, so that'll get me closer to being right at the back of this, which is where I'd like it. So we're going to start with that. Unfortunately, today it's just as hot as yesterday. I keep having trouble with my camera overheating. So kind of combat that on this video. I'm not going to show as much as the work. I'll probably do a little in and outs on these just to turn the camera off so it stays cool. You know, go do the weld, come back, turn it on, show you what we've done. Gets cooler weather, we'll get much better in-depth videos when my camera's not constantly overheating. Next summer will be better on the videos, because over the winter I'm going to finish fully insulating this place, and hopefully we'll have a couple of window unit ACs and it won't be so damn miserably hot. But yeah, all right, we're gonna go and get that tacked up, and I'll be back with you in a few. All right, we got the pieces tacked up, tacked all around, using a straight edge. No light. I've got a in the top, so she's on there straight. Checked it all four sides. I don't have any highs or lows in it. So now I'm gonna go ahead and weld this thing up fully. Hopefully it doesn't wiggle too much. I don't think it'd be enough concern. I've got my heat cranked up, getting good penetration, beveled the edges slightly. So this should be fine. I shouldn't have to worry about it. Worst case, if I am overly concerned, I'll buy a smaller solid double D, run up in there, weld it solid at the end. So, but I don't think I'll have an issue. You know, do some holes and rosette welds. But I think we'll be fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this fully welded. Probably get it, go ahead and grind it down, and I'll be right back with you. All right, we got this thing fully welded up now. Ground down, cleaned up. You see, nice and straight. Got a little bit of a, I didn't grind it all the way down, so we got a little bit of a high spot right there. But I mean, I don't have a gap. So, yeah, I think it'll be just fine. That's the only place that ruler was rocking was a little bit high spot on the weld. So, I'll probably follow that down the rest of the way. But yeah, I think that part's done. Now we're going to put this thing back in the car, see how much extra room that gave us. Hopefully it's enough to make us a little bit better for us. And then we'll start working on the upper mount. All right, everybody, we got the steering column reinstalled. Only issue I'm running into now, my original mount that I had made works, but the way this steering setup is, my steering column's got a slight cant to it. I'm not sure what's going on with this GoPro. It keeps cutting off and it ain't overheating. I've had this thing shut off. Anyway, we got the steering column reinstalled. My original mount is for the most part working. I am going to have to do a little modification to it because of where this steering box sits. It's actually a little farther to the inside of the car than your factory one. So it puts my steering column at a slight cant from center. I mean, it's not bad. I raised it up so to get a good view, but we're just a little off center. And the fact that this is centered and machined to be nice, flush, and straight, I can get the bottom one in it. but the other one is holding it out just a little bit, about like that. So what I figure I'm going to do is just bevel this just slightly, clearance it a little bit, enough where it'll clamp up there. I think that'll fix the problem, and then our steering column will essentially finally be done. Once we finish that up, then we'll be on to working on the new gas pedal. So anyway, stay tuned. All right, everybody, steering column is installed. I'm happy with it. See, we've got our drop there. Fits nice and flush up to the dash. Still need to start adjusting the actual. I'll probably make a new version of this. This was for the older setup. I've got the original. Supposedly I can use the original and just slightly modify it, so we'll check on that. One of the things I do have to do now, I shouldn't have done it, but I went ahead and hooked up the steering arm off the gearbox, and pitman arm, I guess you'd call it. And I just guessed at its position. I'm gonna have to take it off and get it recentered, because right now, let's see, bottoming out to the right there. But then, you know, got full steer one way, and I'm hitting something. Oh, now, yeah. So we're bottoming out there. So apparently, don't have that quite centered. Not a big issue. Like this wheel's cutting a little bit more. But so yeah, we're gonna fix the steering on it real quick, get it where it's turning full turn, both sides. We'll go from there. All right, so we got that installed. Next part is going to be making the piece that goes at the bottom. You can see this, I've made this one. This here's the original. This line, ignore it. The actual, with the new column, it doesn't fit up here. It needs a circle about 1/4 inch off this in this area here to fit it. You can see where this one is. We're actually too high up this way on this one. So that's when you do the original, kind of like I did on this one. Make another template, fill in most of this, and just put the hole here, make it where I can cut it out. So let's make a new filler piece. All right, everybody, we got our new pattern made. Getting ready to cut this out of steel. And you can see the difference between that other one. Just put my steering way too far down with that one. And then we compare it to the original. We're off to the side just a little, but let's see. We're a little farther over to one side. That's why I said it's slightly cocked. And the original one sat up in this circle here. Well, somewhere in this area here. So we're just a little lower than factory, but a little farther over that way. No big deal. But we'll cut this one out of metal, get the holes punched in for the screws, and get this installed. And then we'll make the little filler piece here to cap it off. Should be a nice tight fit. Alright, well, I'll get back to you once we get this thing cut out. Y'all, it is hot. Ungodly hot. I know some of y'all are going to be like, it's harder here where I live. I've lived in Central Texas, South Georgia, just got back from Florida. Hot's hot. Been to Iraq twice. I mean, only dry spot on my shirt down here at the bottom. The rest of it is just drenched. Anyway, so we got our pattern cut out. I recommend you guys, if you get a chance, go on Amazon. Got like 24 of these things, these long nib markers. Get that real long shank in them. They're great for like tracing out your holes. Stuff like that, for making patterns. Well, like 24 of them for like 15 bucks. Another tool I highly recommend. You're doing a lot of sheet metal stuff. It's one of my favorites. This is a Roper Whitney hole punch. Not sure what size I got it set to right now. I've had those pneumatic ones like you get from Harbor Freight and Eastwood, and I've not had much luck with them. I mean, they work starting off, And then usually for me, after about, I don't think I've got more than 100 holes punched in either one, and I've had both. And they just quit punching. This one here, I couldn't tell you how many holes I've punched with it. Now the bigger the hole you punch, the little more oomph it takes. But these here, small holes, and same drill. Absolutely wonderful. The thing's run. You pay about $130 for this one. And they still make new versions of this thing. So go out and get you one. They're definitely worth the money. I'll even use it to, so I'll punch a smaller hole, take my Christmas tree bit, and then ream it out bigger if I need it. But yeah, those things, they work great. Anyway, I think I might have bent that. Similar angle. Let's go check her fit. This is the first test fit since I've bent it, punched holes. So, probably should have test fitted before I actually punched the holes, just to be on the safe side, but I got a good feeling everything's gonna line up pretty well. Worst case, I might have to smooth this section here out. Maybe just a hair. Well, this is the first time trying it. You guys are seeing it with me. It's pretty good. Where's my hole at? Looks like it needs to go over a little bit more. Overall, it's pretty good. I guess my holes are. Let's see. That one, bottom one lined up. Oh yeah, they're starting to line up. 3 bottom holes are lining up pretty well. I'm starting to get daylight between them. I think I need to take out just a little up here in this upper corner, and she'll be fitting fine. So let's do that, and we'll consider this one done. All right, y'all, we got the little side filler piece made. See if it fits right there on that side. So I think it turned out pretty well overall. Don't know if I'm done for the day. I'm definitely done for a little while. It is just ungodly hot. My shirt is literally dripping. It's so soaked. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and take a break and cool off. Good chance, like I said, I didn't get called out last night. I was surprised, but I probably will be getting called out tonight. So I need to get a little rest for that. That does make working out here in the garage a little difficult at times, because don't know how much I can actually work, get away with, and then work at night. So, like I said, I'm probably working tonight. Of course, I said that last night. You never know what'll happen. Anyway, so I'll continue this one either later this evening or tomorrow or whenever I get back off the train trip. Just see what happens. Next will probably be, so the steering, all that is essentially done. So actually I think that's going to wrap it up for this video. I ain't going to keep messing with this right now. We'll move on. Next video will probably be working on the exhaust, if those headers come in by the time I get back. If not, we'll move on to working on the front clip some. And yeah, that'll be it. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. Like I said, this is Baxter's Down South Custom, Cage, the Hot Rod Hooligan Barber. This took a little longer than I thought. I had to stop in the middle of it and do a haircut. But anyways, I'll catch y'all a little later. It is hot. I gotta go drink some water.